Hello and thank you for being here. I look different because I got TBS, so you can see some of my scars there. They're healing nicely. My wife made up a special brew, so I've got oil that I put on it twice a day. I guess it's supposed to make it heal better, and so she's magic, so that it works whether it's supposed to or not. And It was a weird surgery 2 weeks ago. I got to say, being awake for a brain surgery isn't something that was on my bucket list, but I'll take it. It was about 8 hours, 8.5 hours long, and they've still not turned on my device. My device will get turned on December 5th, but I'm in the honeymoon phase. So you're seeing me on two pills that I took early this morning, where before I was on 20 pills a day, taking it every 2 hours. So pretty amazing. Now this honeymoon period could end any minute. So if I start like convulsing or whatever, that's what's going on. So we're going to go through Spark the Night a little bit. Can you see Spark the Night? So this is going to be, admit this, these people. This is going to be an evening event on World Parkinson's Night. And so it's going to be glow in the dark. We're going to get all of the buildings in all of our cities to try to light up. It's going to be a big campaign. AbbVie is going to help us out, and we're looking for some other sponsors as well. With the idea being, it's just a different way to approach the day. You can do glow walks, you can do night hikes, you can have face painting with iridescent makeup. There's certain things we can help supply with like glow in the dark signage and whatnot. So there's all sorts of really cool things you can do with it. Iridescent shirts and whatnot. So what we've proposed and what we're going to move forward with is a Spark the Night campaign that'll last hopefully the 11th through the 14th, which is the Thursday through the Sunday. But if just the 11th, that's great too. And then we've got, we really want this to be a global campaign. So we want to get buildings all around the world that can be lit up to be lit up. We're working in advance because of this. And it's really about raising awareness about Parkinson's disease all over the world, and fostering unity in the community. And so it can be buildings, it can be iconic landmarks, it can be, anything that lights up. If it's in your town and it lights up, let's light it up. I know some people are more partial to blue, and some people are more partial to red, and some people think we should be green, whatever it is. I don't care what the color is. Let's just light it up. If you have to choose one, choose blue, I think, because it's already established in the UK. And in Canada, maybe. Because Canada just switched their logo to blue. So I'm guessing they're going to go blue this year. And then this is just a reminder of who we are. And then the Parkinson Spark is a reminder. The Spark is a bolt of energy and inspiration for the global Parkinson's community. It's inspired by the electrochemical neurotransmitter dopamine, which is key to our motor function, mood, and decision-making. It is critical for people with Parkinson's to retain it, and devastated when depleted. We are reclaiming the Spark as our source of energy and inspiration. So as we approach this activity, we have 3 different sets of it. The first part is Spark Art. So we did this last year, if you remember. It started up in Germany and spread like wildfire. So we're claiming that, and we're going to put together a group on that. It's going to be I think we're going to try to do 3 months with different themes, and we're going to have the winners of each month, 2 winners each month, and their art will be featured in our store on different merch that people can buy. And then we'll split the proceeds with the artists. And then we will have the illumination, which is lighting up the buildings. And separately, we'll have a glow walk, which can be part of the illumination night, or if it's not near an illuminated area, you create your own area, and you invite people to do a glow walk where you're holding glow sticks and whatnot, and you take them through a little forest area or whatever. It's it's really about your imagination and what all you can do. So the significance of lighting up buildings, it's just like flags that have staff symbolizing mourning. A skyscraper illuminated in a particular way can represent celebration, advocacy, or grief. We really want to get everybody involved, requesting the buildings, the landmarks, the town halls, the city centers, the neighborhoods to light up blue for Parkinson's awareness on April 11th, 2024. This includes in your neighborhood, on your street, every individual changing out their light bulb outside their doorstep. Because that's how that one-to-one ask is what's going to make a big difference in starting those conversations in your community. So it's really going super local and super wide. Let's see. We are ready to involve translators to translate the content into various foreign languages, strategically incorporating social media hashtags and maintaining consistent communication through newsletters. By executing these strategies, our goal is to effectively connect with the global community, eliminate language barriers, and ensuring our message reaches a broader audience. So we're working on that. And then that's it. So that gives you an idea of where we're headed. Any questions off the bat? Yes, Kathy, I would like for you to help with Germany, and it is needed.
Hi, I'm Susan. This is my first time with one of these meetings, and my first time hearing about this. I'm on the South Shore of Long Island near JFK.
Cool.
If there's anybody around here, yeah, I'd like to connect and help. Sure.
Okay, good. All right, Susan. Susan, what's your last name?
Sosnowik, Sosnowik.
Great, thank you. All right, we've got Germany and Manhattan. I got some other friends in Manhattan too who can help you out. Okay, and then so also you'll notice on the form it said that this year the theme will be advocate awareness and action and awareness. And in the next 3 years, 25, 26, 27, we're going to focus on stigma. This should give people enough time to plan for that, enough time to plan ahead for that, and enough time for us to get our acts in order for that. Hi, Elaine. It's great to see you. Also heard a rumor that Eli may show up today, so fingers crossed. All right, so the other thing that I wanted to, there's a couple other things that we need to talk about. First off, if your organization is interested in investing in the Spark Art project or the live stream video, or you just want to donate general funds, we're happy to put together a package for you. The Parkinson's Foundation is now accepting applications for its 2024 grants. So you can apply for that if your organization is ready for that. Ginny Tushito.
You're super close. It's Tuxedo.
I'm so close. Tuxedo, sorry. The Director of Innovation and Communication for LSBT Global, working closely with our Wellness Committee on a new project that we can reveal today. Ginny, you are up.
All right. So I'm a part of our wellness committee, which in collaboration with Christy LaMonica and Russell Sage University and a bunch of other volunteers on our committee have launched a new web page that is part of the PD Avengers website, and it's called Wellness Resources. So Larry, I think you've got it active on the website now,
I'm going to pull it up.
correct? Yeah. So if Larry wants to pull up the website, the goal of creating this wellness resources page was really to try to have some easy to access information for people from anywhere in the world. It is intentionally very simple. So the goal is that there was an image to describe the body part or the symptom that you might be wanting more information on. And this is pulling from a lot of different articles, videos, and resources that already existed and just trying to pull them all together into one place. So it's intentionally simple so that if people are trying to access it with limited resources as far as their Wi-Fi and being able to download or view things, we wanted it to be as simple as possible so things would load more quickly and people would be able to access it. So, so through our group, we researched and found a bunch of things that we thought were really applicable that provided accurate information on these different symptoms and pulled it together into a page, which we met a couple hours ago and decided it was ready to go. So you guys are the first ones to hear about the fact that it exists. So with each one of these icons, you may click on one where they're like Larry's showing now, where there was a variety of different things within that icon. And be able to search for some information. So huge thank you though, Christy LaMonica and Tosh and the people that put in a lot of effort. I was simply just a helper in the process. So.
Well, you did an amazing job, so thank you. Also, can you give us an update on the Share Your Voice with Speech Accessibility project?
Yeah, I can do that too. So those of you that have been in this meeting before, hopefully have heard about the Speech Accessibility Project. Those of you that are new to it today, it is a project that is being done through the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign in collaboration with LSVT Global and the Davis Phinney Foundation, which are helping to recruit people for this study. It's the big 5 tech companies of Amazon, Apple, Google, Meta, and Microsoft that are looking to be able to record people's voices to improve the ability for voice recognition systems to recognize neurologically disordered voices. So one of the diagnoses they started with, or the first one, was Parkinson's disease. Just as an update, they have screened over 800 voices at this point. We really want to have 1,000. Yeah, I think Larry, did you participate already, I believe?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. You sit at home, you record phrases and words into your device. Our mentors at LSVT Global will help if you need support. There is also some reimbursement available for your time, up to $180 for participants and up to $90 for caregivers if you need a caregiver to help support. But they have expanded, really are looking for more impaired voices to get a really good sample as well. So any voice is great, but if you know people that might have more difficulties with their voice that are willing to volunteer and participate, they're looking for that. They've also recently expanded to including a diagnosis such as Down syndrome, ALS, cerebral palsy, and some other diagnoses like that. So please, I'll drop the flyer in the chat and pass it on to anyone and everyone that you think might be willing to participate.
That's great. Thank you, Jenny. 200. We can do 200 more.
Absolutely.
We can do it.
Thanks, Larry.
Yep. Thank you. Parkinson's Canada has launched a new campaign. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but it's called Care Finder. And it's an innovative, user-friendly online directory designed to connect you with Parkinson's informed services based on your needs and your zip code. So simply enter what you're searching for, add your postal code, and you will access a list of potential people who could help. It's early in its development, so it's not fully formed yet, but I can tell you I looked around and found things near me quite frequently. So as people use it and as more people become aware of it, it'll grow and grow, grow, grow. So congratulations to Karen Lee and all the folks at Parkinson Canada on that. And then Sonia, you have a couple of items that you would like to pass along.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to update you on the Women in PD Working Group. As you may already know, we have a couple of surveys that have been deployed through the Fox Insight platform that the Fox Foundation has been partnering with us on. These surveys are still open, but will be closing soon. So we've had close to, well over 3,500 responses in both those surveys, but the more the better. And since they'll be closing soon, if you have a way of disseminating that information to your community, that would be great. It's the female health and home life of women, and also the pre, peri, and post-menopause. And we're working next on the hormone replacement therapy survey, as well as the pregnancy and birth survey as well. So those will be coming out hopefully in the new year. But the other two, as I said, are coming to a close. So we would love a last push to get some more replies for that. And then our medication equity working group, we just met yesterday. We're still ongoing working on medication access, primarily in Africa at the moment. If you know of anybody that works in pharma that might have experience in international medication equity, then please let me know. I'd be more than happy to get some more input into that. If for any of you that weren't here the last time, Shaking Hands with the Devil, that film that served to highlight the stress that PD places on the stigma and lack of access to care of essential medications in Africa, that's still available to view at shakinghandsfilm.com. And they're also fundraising as well to send medications to Africa as well. And we're just talking about basic Cinemat. So those are the updates.
That's great. Thank you, Sonia. Appreciate that. Would now like to transition to a discussion about what's happening in your organization. So if you have something that you'd like to share, you can do that now. Feel free to raise your hand and I'll call on you. Okay, Liz first, then Carol.
Great. So I'm Liz Clausen with the Movement Disorders Society. November is actually Movement Disorders Awareness Month. It's the second year we've been doing this. We launched the first World Movement Disorders Day last year on November 29th, and we'll be recognizing that day again this year on the 29th. So we just launched a new website last week. I'll drop that link in the chat, but there's a whole bunch of resources, social media, graphics, toolkits, and just looking to help spread broader awareness of movement disorders, but obviously individual movement disorders, including Parkinson's. So any help we can get on the 29th, use the hashtag, just share any information you have to help raise awareness.
That's great, Liz. Thank you so much. And that is really, it's cool that you're doing that. And we're excited to be a part of it. So
yeah, thank you all.
Carol.
Hi, Larry. First of all, it just does my heart good to see you. As you know, all the work I've done in DBS, I was so excited for you. So you look great. You're going to have a great new life. I just have a question for Sonia. I'm so sorry that I missed the last PD Avengers, because I know you showed that film and talked about how to get, how to donate money for the Cinemat and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I misunderstood. I thought there were a couple of other doctors or pharma companies on there. Did anybody come up with any suggestions to look at a real distribution channel other than just donating money?
Yeah, that's a great question. And hi, Carol, it's nice to see you.
So
yeah, that's sort of the long-term thing, is to create that stable supply of medications that's reliable and consistent. That's going to take a lot of different steps. A lot of countries don't even have Cinemat registered on their country register. So it's not even possible to get Cinemat into the country that way. So there's a lot of distribution issues that we're working on, but until then, I just put out that the Tosh and Fothergill and her group are raising money that will directly pay for medications to be given in I think she's starting with Kenya, the group in Kenya. So that's sort of a direct thing you could do today, but the whole distribution situation is being worked on, but it's going to take a lot more than we thought.
Things you just never think about. What do you mean it's not registered?
I know. It's not all countries. I mean, South Africa has it registered, but Uganda and Kenya, I think might just have gotten it.
Okay, thank you.
Andrew, what's going on down where you're at, New Zealand?
I knew you'd pick on me. Good morning, everyone. From sunny New Zealand, summer is coming. We're in for a warm, sunny weekend. Winter's going, so of course everyone feels much better, and you've got no excuse not to be out there exercising. So we had there's a big in Auckland where I live. We have the Auckland Marathon, which is a big event. There's a half marathon and a kiddies 2 kilometer. And we had a few participants wearing Parkinson's t-shirts, and I walked the half marathon, so that was good for me. So it's a typical thing when spring and summer comes, it feels like the organization comes to life along with the rest of the country. So we're having our educators conference. So we call our nurses Parkinson's educators. I won't go into all the reasons why we do that. We've got their conference in the 3rd week of November, where we get them. We're scattered across the country. So it's once a year we bring the whole team together in one place and get in some keynote speakers and give them a nice banquet dinner and celebrate their achievements and say thank you for all that they've done. So we've got that happening in 2 weeks' time, which is a highlight of the year. And we're working on some new ways of doing things. I don't know if any of you have seen Parkinson's UK's Priming the Pump on their website. They tell the story of how they have gone about provoking for practices, doctor practices, and the government to put PD clinicians into the system. But they call it priming the pump. I think everyone knows what that means. Really interesting. It's well worth the read. Just it might spark some ideas in your space. I'm not saying just replicate it, but for us, it's sort of like sparked some ideas of what we might be able to do differently. So that's the live conversation in the organization at the moment. So as I say, with spring comes new life and excitement.
Look, you're just full of life. I love it. Anything else? Sharon, did you want to say it out loud, or do you comfortable with what you've put out there?
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. I was out. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, in a week from Sunday, we're hosting Matthew Moore, who was out at the in Barcelona, and I think he had a performance of the show there. It's a wonderful show. It's about 30 minutes, but he's taping the show, and then we will have a Q&A afterwards on November 19th. And this is for everybody because it really goes into the person with Parkinson's and his care partner, and there's how both of them see things. So it should be. I've seen it. It's wonderful, and if you haven't seen it, try and join us that day. All the information is in the chat.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. So the other thing I wanted to mention is if you are an organization that wants to take part into the World Parkinson's Night, the Spark the Night, feel free to let us know, and we'll get you set up, and we'll get you, we'll figure out, we'll get you a little toolkit and a big toolkit, and we'll help you do that. So we're happy to share this as a community event, and I hope that came across. So yes, Kathy.
Just a quick question or suggestion in that regard, Larry. I was wondering if, as people convince landmarks to be lit up, so to speak, if we can share those successes with the group, because success sells, right? So
Oh, for
if
sure.
if somebody's able to get, God knows, the Eiffel Tower lit up by any
Right.
chance, we can use that when we're trying to get our lesser known cities to illuminate their buildings.
We would definitely do that. That'll be part of our
Superb.
group project. Kathy, thank you.
Wonderful, thanks.
Yeah, Lloyd.
Larry, in terms of illuminating the landmarks, are you already working with Tamara at Passion for Parkinson's here in Toronto on that? Okay, good. I was at a meeting with her the other day, and she was talking about her efforts to organize illuminating landmarks.
Yeah, Tim got to her early, and so she got a heads up on it. So she's been going full steam ahead.
She is. She's on it, and she's excited. So,
oh, good.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks,
Just
Lloyd.
wanted to be sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to contribute? Okay, I'm going to ask one more question of you all. Are you ready? What else can we do in this meeting to make your life easier or better? Yes, Sharon.
Get rid of the passcode. I was trying to get on when I was in the car and I couldn't do it.
Oh, we'll
That would
resend
make
the
my life a whole
passcode
lot
every
easier.
time.
Huh?
I'll resend the passcode every time.
I know, but I couldn't find it, so.
That's okay. Just for everybody's point of clarification, all the information about the meetings is available on the website at pdavengers.com/meetings. So you can always go there if you're finding it hard to get in. And there should be a click here to go, which would eliminate the need for a passcode, I think. What else? I want you to be honest. Ask for what you need. If you don't ask for it, you'll never get it. Jenny's holding back, I can tell. She's like, I want this catered. I want this. Okay. All right. Well, that's great. If it's, you heard a rumor that the next WPC is in Toronto. Well, if Eli reached out to me and said she was going to be here, she's not here. If she was here, we could probably pummel her and get it out of her. I don't know. I have heard that it's going to be announced early of 2024. If you are a WPC partner, you should have gotten an email from Eli yesterday or the day before about renewing that partnership. And you have till Friday to do that. So make sure that if you want to renew your partnership with the WPC, that you do that before this Friday. I do want to thank everybody for their support and their well wishes and their prayers and everything you sent my way prior to this meeting, not because of the meeting, but because of the surgery I had 2 weeks ago. Eloise, okay, great. An agenda prior to each meeting would be good. I like that. Thank you. I'll be sure to do that. And then I feel very blessed to be in this community where everybody's so kind and supportive of each other, and it really makes a difference that you're hanging with people in life that you want to be with and that want to be with you, and that have good intentions and good hearts, and so thank you for all of that. I also want to be clear that probably my job moving forward will be this full time. So I'm going to have a little bit more time on my hands to do stuff. where before I was doing this off the side of my desk. And so if there's something that you need done, or if there's something I can help with, please don't hesitate to reach out. You're not bugging me. This is what I do. Or if you have a better job, I'm happy to learn about that as well. But hopefully this will sustain me and keep me going, and get to talk to people about Parkinson's. What's better than that? All right, that's all I have for today, and I'm not going to keep you longer than I need to, because that's the worst thing. The glow party at Tightrope. Yeah, tell me about it. Come on, Rosemary.
Let's do
awesome.
it. Let's have a glow party at Tightrope for the folks in Vancouver. We could have a glow walk and then come to the theater and have a little party.
Right? Like everybody wears like a white suit, like a white nuclear reactor suit, and then you spray paint it with colors, and you put on the neon lights. And boom, there you go, black lights. And
boom, there you go.
Boom, we got it. Okay, we're doing it. Okay.
Love it.
All right, $20 a head. All right, thanks, Rosemary. Anything else before we say goodbye? Thanks for all the hard work that you guys are doing, and for everything that your day brings you. It's also important, and we appreciate it very much. And you are needed, and you are wanted, and we're glad you're here. Thanks, everybody.